Lawyer Edudzi Tamakloe Ede Nsembi Atuja na in fact was coolly a year attaching Acheren Emra Acheren say legal vacation ya court etnase can a year a some of the cases no enye at the forefront. Now in the NPP administration no parliamentary election be so there was a confusion between a year two candidates or more contested in either constituency. It was on a year legal vacation. Court ejinaso edisa aseno enye enomkwan. Osan cited several examples on legal vacations. No, there are cases be court etenaso ediye na NDC enye at the forefront. And answer what is happening today no, it's not something new. It is something which has already happened in the past. Na oto esembi emane eye atachia ene afenso no NPP lawyers are omoche say court ewo legal vacation and into the yade omekwa akopie mu ewo court akwa represent eye omo client. In fact, lawyer Edudzi Tamakloe ekasa edru baby a otimo say man no aye speechless. Yeah, just say he is surprised say learned lawyers and as some lawyers in the NPP are now expecting a normal way from them. They are exhibiting this kind of behavior on a legal vacation. In fact, the details of the story, no, you will like it and you will also enjoy it. Come home, na yenko tie a kwanya. Lawyer Edudzi Tamakloe efaso is schooling lawyers are omu protested against a legal vacation.
Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV there, o see them yopo.
Na Godfred legal vacation no. Exactly our colonial time. Because at that time no, now I just before me the above for colonial time. If you only juma edu tension bia. No, almost call obedience for England, Scotland, and now Wales. But exactly, no baba. That process, no, in a normal friend in legal vacation. But the best will be within that same period. If you did not chief justice at that time, no more than an minister. Only the say no. So one or two judges be better. Your chief will be within that period now. The Republic now then about court. Said you, if you are within that same period, then come was be a war. Over surround your part, develop a any breed and your day, everybody boo. One share. What now is all the chairman legal vacation we are as a member. If you not chief justice is now, Emma no coin. Emma going issue. Comments are nothing. And you say, when these high profile cases during legal vacation,
it has never ever happened before.
It is not clear, no. We decided to make legal research. Kakra. Government.
It's you.
Doing legal research, Kakra. Only judge your friend or justice, the same Kwame Afro.
Oh, justice affair, yes. Yes. For time. What's not case? Judicial case from the boy.
I mean, or no case I refer of quality grain.
Quality grain scandal.
Okay.
Kaipa.
Okay.
Kaipa, Chachuti issue, no.
But the quality grain here, a very rice project.
A very rice project, yes. Hey, but yes, some Ghana.
Lady Julia Courting, Plant Pra. Ibrahim Madam, Joseph Ayanki.
And Abudapi?
No, then Abudapi, the energy is different.
Hey, any of what them pay you?
If you start trying, no, it was before Justice discretion later obey Supreme Court judge. Na case we will fast track high court. Na more assemble everyone welcome. Not justice affair only witnesses during the legal adjudication. Let's say every legal scholar. Lawyer need be let his thought to go back and look at the criminal trial involving Ibrahim Adams, Pampepra, Josie Payanki. In fact, that time, we need lawyer. Senior Kukuba. Senior Kukuba. I think it's about 54 years at the bar now.
Ow!
Yeah, the last time Menini Kyea was on Chief Pension Matabi or National House of Chiefs with Martin. This opposite means here.
Opposite Manisha. Police station opposite war.
Aha, National House of Chiefs. No, your case be which means to make a and I'm because she war court on. At that time, it was about 51 years at the bar at that time. That one is now in the quality green case, no. Now my Lord Justice Kwame Afre. Now the vacation now no classes. So I'm surprised that I'm not high profile enough.
In high profile, pa. Hey, quality grade.
Yeah, I think at that time, if my memory serves me right, now actually I know to came to me and I'm not the damn good father.
Go 4 times.
Before time. And so what Kwame? Maybe be actual here.
I'm a who making Kyea. Aha. Was it by court? Or see, although a warrant has been obtained for the case to be continued during the vacation on August 1st and 2nd. Mr. Sorry, that is Tadio Sorry, indicates that you need altogether 12 hours to conclude his cross-examination in view of the additional documents just filed by the prosecution. In the circumstances, we shall continue on 1st and 2nd August 2023 at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. each day, and then 13th and 20th October 2023 case completion plan prepared. Signed, Efiasewa Asaribuche, Mrs. Justice of the Court.
It's a bank on me. Yeah, sure, I can take them, mommy.
Was it? To me, no abba. Say, sack, Kyea, Eda, and Asama, Eda, court, Nenimuno. You bet me a dino, a year, Sanabo Sumi, a breeding kind, August 1st, and a day toss me, no. Name, what are you sorry? I can say, will be here, don't shitty, do me, you know. Na what me at the atututu, a year, Nipano Janda Kemunan, a cross examination, no. Inti sana tia dia was a near Mahudwa, Quadubofono, at the Abegu or animu. It was sad tia dia, and your Bacoso on the 1st and the 2nd August 2023, and no Peduba prepare copim, we are bread no menu. Debia now what they atoto and now we are no so free wa. Busumini and the 13th, and as a dumiansa, any a duonua, a year 20th October 2023, no, a what, and a fee, almost Abasatnas ye be at what case in so. So, when you plan, one day I said, get baby cross examination, no cry.
Yeah, not the judge, no, I can say. The amount of warrant, so on to and
I am money to me, so on to
in case there.
A case bear.
The Republic that is my miracle.
Okay, I am beige.
And you high profile.
A high profile power. A beige bank, you know.
Yes. Banking sector collapse, one of the cases.
Minim hina kupa.
Okay, that Kwame. The claim said the visa AC Dano. True, that Kwame. Okay, 2024, NPP phone call primary. That's an airline.
What's up?
Almost call primary for Wale. And near me, my uncle Kabiru Mahama. A defeated the incumbent MP, Hajiano. And I sent about who pinching. And I said, you could hear your call. So, guy.
Make pa, council.
Case was handled at the High Court in Tamale during the legal vacation, and a decision was given during that legal vacation. And we Nana Kabiru, a from parliamentary candidate, Walia, and then Yamia Naduma for your MP. And your high profile.
High profile, pa.
Was it the only motion?
Oh.
You see, said you, Chief Justice Emma warrant more. Now I'm Attorney General of the Republic.
Kabiru,
that be my Gina could be
Attorney General. Oh, no, yeah. Godfred,
and you know.
I.
Yeah, some more.
Then I asked him.
And I mean, come and say, well, you come and say, make a more quality view. I said, you see, yeah, now, that is afraid. It's your case, you're doing the legal vacation, you know. Said. Master Nana go down Kukwa the man Attorney General of the Republic. I'm
pa.
Why not any high profile?
No high profile, pa. But council will be able to say BBC next a bad precedence. And they other than a BBC and now Sabreno Ebia by the court has not departed from an almost vacating one earlier ruling on the matter.
That's what would be the basis for me to say it was bad precedent? What would be the basis? Kwame is going to say, so in the legal vacation, may a bad precedent. What would be the basis? Kwame.
Wouldn't be sir, because there is no case law to that.
You see, Kwame, I'm struggling, honestly. Maybe my personal view, and I want to make it clear. My personal view, and then look, a judge can decide, so you know what, I will hear the matter during the main course of the legal year. A judge can decide. Look, the guy said, anytime me work right.
What say? Ghana Bar Association letter, I'm come Chief Justice. 10th August 2026. I'm make two claims. First claim is said a vacation judge does not take proceedings on the substance of the case or conduct of trial during legal vacation. One of the and no, I know it say and almost say nipa no decide say yifo no wo mo ankasa na wo me councils no and it me decide to say the sorry e can say court no man kwan na want to cross examination no do legal vacation day where to say per the Ghana Bar Association for a committee. What you say?
Ghana Bar Association is an association of lawyers. Yes, sir.
Annie.
Said you are not Justice Alfred, a during the vacation, you know. under the day Chief Justice a man of warrant, you know. Said you, cannot be associating or honor. And that's why I'm not more for me association. Really, you know, Ghana. Ghana is a very interesting country. Yeah.
I can't send me and a many some. And I'm being represented by a defense counsel. Okay. And now my counsel me say, me cry me what do me. It take a 2 months he cried the enka. You best say we pray the court say. Nka yam fast some no enko a bra legal vacation and because me counsel no ebi obetu kwan ebi no yare no ne ade na no Godfred me cry say yes won tiapo. It is a basa. No court no betimi aka say and a probi mo make so na mu on to be a cross examination so now obi a me penam na besi ma na mu no afen wo be study case in record of proceedings in kra no afen wo ba behemu ni nyina entwe nko eno no court no be ma me kwan say okay me the new one abakra na new one say yes ama no be ma na hwem ena court no sasa ama e say order say wan fo obi ama wo no abeto aso sankomo yeti say
don't call me. So you see, we lawyers, we have a lot under our sleeve. The lawyers know what to do. But you see, when you start with a protest, who will be there later, it becomes an afterthought. This bank has sent me American once to me. Said you, at the end, the court didn't get the opportunity to sit during the vacation. In India.
Daddy.
My uncle was admitted. Yeah. My uncle was on admission. This uncle Chino, admission at another hospital. Sorry, court there now. Now, another concern to the market. A senior, a party, and say, trials, no, yeah, to say the FN ambulance trial. Sometimes you don't need the chair. Now, maybe I hope. Yeah. No, we are hope. Don't you American is yeah. None of your lawyer, Emma Colindada, Aladdin the blame. Honorable Oku Owusu Ajiman, former Minister for Health and Works in Housing, told you.
I was Sabe Ashanti Regional Minister.
Fantastic. Was a case, you know. Here was financial crime court 1. Na judge no be assembly a justice. Na judge na no be assembly no a justice of the court of appeal. Okudi na assembly court of appeal na no aba e hono. Into oba
the same day.
Yes, oba could na assembly way court of appeal. We dey no 1 p.m. no aba e or court complaint because Omamano warrant to sit as an additional high court judge. Into a bar, we went from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Continue. Parliament, Colendada, you see Parliament every day, 1 p.m. no aba. The boom to 4 p.m. Unless a two called Pan-African Parliament, or not that last year. At a person, we was financial crime court 2. Tuesday, beer. Thursday, beer. The only reason I knew on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then the second accused, the former chief director for the Ministry of Health, Dr. Animena, no, yes, second. Hello.
That's also you.
No, go through dialysis. Now, dialysis is only 3 times a day, a week, sorry. It is because of that, Now, you're burning daily. If you are told, what's the matter? You call and 10 p.m. At 10 a.m. Sorry. You point 2 p.m. 4 hours continuous. If you every week be nearly 8 hours. Because now National Communication Authority case any matter Now you're a lawyer for the then Director General William Kyea. And also now you're at commercial court for every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you call Tuesday 10 a.m. you phone 2 p.m. 4 hours continuous.
Wow.
So now national we cross-examination. It's 4 hours. The same thing. I'm surprised there. And then there's talk about of ambulance, Kyea, blah, blah, blah. Without those times, no complain on here, as lawyers, other cases are here.
And no, the decision say, sa cases in the mobile corner, the court to say, mumra, de biadano. And no, ya na court in the press, were expedited near ma, and now say, ebia under the hand of the siege, and the one mad that order.
I mean, they're purely in the hands of the judge, the trial judge. Because when we say the Evidence Act, I can say the judge has control over the mode of the trial. It's purely at the discretion of the trial judge. The chief justice doesn't come in.
Okay. Judge now decided, say and pessimist.
In fact, Kyea, Judicial, Chokai.
Kaipa, when they say fresh case,
2023. Kyea, now Godfred, you go down and they Attorney General. The situation case, no, not now, only Godfred is now court. X-ray court, and say, yeah, baby. Because now at that time, we about the court primaries, I was a thing of. And so Godfred, as the Attorney General, wanted the case to be done every day. Such articles in Crime and campaign war as enough. Empire born in jail.
A GBA for one letter now, one throw you. Back one the buyer, a second claim, and say, one say, Mammy King, I was the president's second claim is that the decision, if any, to take proceedings on the substance of the case during legal vacation lies with the lawyers in the case and not the bench. More particularly, the president stated that as follows. However, overriding consideration in any matter brought before a vacation judge always has been the willingness stroke ability of counsel to appear before the court in any matter slated for conduct during the vacation. In other words, counsel are not under any compulsion whatsoever to appear before a vacation judge. Where would you say?
Your bad president, dear mammy, a flagati. We will book a chepa the man. And one of the reasons, and one of the people also in Sapa, our law school. Also in Sapa.
Wow.
In fact, he took me like the son. You see, and maybe, I'm a bit, cautious in what I say. But my only quick response when we say, it has never been the place of lawyers to decide when the vacation should sit. No. It has never been. I won't say it anymore.
Mate,
like I
mate
said,
pa.
honorable
Enti, be ya ba bedroi. Se wo ye defense counsel. Emma will be na sabre ne ebi a wo so kra no wo other duties to attend. Na the court no order or the amase ebi a wo client no ese wo na wo ma ohwehwe another representation. And as a yes, I was a cross examination and we are one twice one in ABC.
Okay, sir. Welcome. Okay, sir. Papa is when it's certificate.
Oh, yes.
And say, okay, in the certificate trial, no. Okay,
Sir, you were certificate. We a year law. Ewo a year legal no na over 20 years. One mami ani jage.
yeah.
Sabe na chesa kola kura wada wo mumu.
Yeah, he was the youngest among them.
Youngest among them at the age of 20.
Youngest. But don't come in. You see, okay, certificate acceptable. And now, my lady Justice Henrietta Adam, or a genuine case, to await the decision of the Supreme Court, because okay, in that trial, the defense and certificate are put it forward in the many say the accusation says he was willful and that he willfully caused financial loss to the state by the guarantee on GNPC provided for the Valley Farm project, okay, not on the willful. No, Kwame. Only company yes no International Finance Corporation IFC. Now IFC is provided for the Valley Farm project. And, it is based on that feasibility studies and so it cannot be considered to be a reckless, willful decision. You see, a man case no question. International Finance Corporation, they raising an objection there. As an international organization, almost enjoy immunity from the Ghanaian court. That's only to appeal, to appeal Supreme Court. If you're not saying no question, it's actually got a lawyer's application before Henrietta Aban for stay of proceedings. You know, I mean, Henrietta Aban, the Biano Council, or granted the stay of proceedings, so that you await the decision of the Supreme Court. On the 18th day of June, that's coming. On the 18th day of June, a critical issue like the defense the accused person is putting up, because once the International Finance Corporation is ordered by the Supreme Court to come and testify, it can change the course of the trial. Because an essential element of the offense, which is the willfulness, would have been either proved or disproved. No comment. 18 June 2008, certificate of court. In fact, when a lawyer, Professor Edudzi,
was once a visiting professor at Cambridge University, constitutional lawyer.
Exactly, Professor Edudzi. Very smart, intelligent lawyer.
How are you?
So he's around.
Wow.
Yeah, he's around. Professor Edudzi, very intelligent lawyer.
Very.
That time, though, only could be court my lady Justice Henrietta Aban. The only stay of proceedings now are granted to await from the Supreme Court, or revoking the stay order. Some of the figures I say, madam, what are you saying? The Supreme Court is here to decide the matter. Today, I'm just in court. I didn't even come with my lawyer. Our airport that is you Danka. Obisano, are you not a lawyer yourself? Proceed. And then now, that same day, Henrietta Aban, a convicted administrator for the offense of causing willfully causing financial loss to the state.
Wow.
Yes, no comment. It is sometimes it is not is it a case of selective amnesia? Is it a case of forgetfulness? What is it?
Council, Mammy Musadie be said the legal vacation, the American enemy at the Adian and history. I would the Amayan in actually say a be like a convention. Now, maybe so the power to take proceedings on a substance, a legal vacation, is it for the bench to decide and not for the bar to decide? Because so for the bar to decide, it is a bar to decide. I don't know how much let you buy.
It's purely for the judge.
Why this letter from the bar?
That's what I'm surprised. That's what I'm surprised. I will plead. Look, you see, I'm not surprised. Some of the leadership of the bar president, bar executives, only cases are involving some of these oral cases. So when you hear the letters from the bar, because one of the cases, I think even the bar vice president is the lawyer on record for some of the accused persons. If you hear the letter, no, I saw it more like self-serving.
Sir.
More like a self-serving.
But so, Gina, a Ghana Bar Association for Namuna Okasa.
And I can say, even though it was signed by the bar president, I know Kyea made a father day ordinarily won't sign that letter without holding brief for her. Without holding brief for her. I know ordinarily she won't sign. But you never know.
Enti, they say, as a saw to us for pen, come my idea, and saw to us for manico.
To be honest, me personally, I am not in vacation with you. Unless I feel I know them.
If you know the any other con, yes, our party, I bank case in near the idea, any over to my baby.
The mobile for joint vacation, it means per hour, the average time $10,000.
Ow!
No, there you go, no, or charge per hour, international billable rate.
Hey, any other nodding?
I know being papa. Hey, now when you guy will come during vacation.
Gary, on no vacation 1 year.
Unless $10,000 cash.
With you, I saw no cartoon, yes, who nothing of and I know so because who say see discoveries in our jurisprudence, you know. Yeah, they be discoveries, you know. Yes, all na the call to mass. I didn't about no cray. Say ya na. They say, Obam a office books are coming who is here.
Because even just I remember a small history about that matter. If you're not represent Mr. William Sivino, NPA former boss. Now, your corporate first is speaking witness now, no buy him. The living under cross-examination, only prosecution is living before the cross-examination. Only the documents and the manner. That time, you not just know the time and say, your objection, your documents, so in open court, we are good documents.
Document a man can ye, meaning baby.
Yes, not with your money. Not to not come a client or document. You not go be time and say, this is Elijah Osman, Mr. Basaboni, this is a document. It's a minute from the board, a board minute. Should I take an objection? Should I do this? And from above back, might be composing a thought.
The be a document in voluminous, and to be a uber read the
mostly a voluminous. Into the kind and now first proceeding witness, witness boss minimum. One Sunday, and I'm a fair the uncle, no, no, a lawyer for the fake appeal. With the opportunity anchor, not my friend is on mercy. It's all about saying I'm a kind of look. The real case we air customer. You can say, you provide the proper legal service and my client. It is Sunday, and I'm drafting the application for disclosure, pursuant to Article 19 to DNG. In the application, I'm sending out current Deputy Attorney General, Justice, the area of human rights issue.
Okay.
And Mr. Neyman is because these are his areas of expertise on this application, Amayama, into Mr. Neyman's email, and Fabiana or responding as no, the team said the time has come for us to push strongly for disclosures in criminal matters.
Article 19.2 now, which is of the 1902 Constitution, or say, a person charged with a criminal offense shall, A, in the case of an offense or other than high treason, blah, 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 where the punishment is dead, blah, 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 and now, what they're banner, baby to say, D, no, be informed immediately in the language he understands and in detail of the nature of the offense charged and be given adequate time and facilities for the preparation of his defense. Facilities. And then now they are bombing. As I say, me humu bibia udi ebedia dance yetia mi bia na se me kenkan mu ma lawyer for so yenya ye hia ya dwendwe hu na me di nya no bi ho a me di aba.
It's a dark comment. The new year, you called before the High Court judge, and I really want to thank the High Court judge. My Lord Justice Eric Kyea. Then, the name it's you argument now we make it done. Into a now we when I can say that article 19.2D, the word facilities, are the framework of the Constitution agency. It includes disclosure. It includes documents now the prosecution intends to rely on. It includes all the statements that were taken, pre-trial investigation, all those matters and your facilities. It is this all the money, that is the only time you can fulfill Article 19.2D. Position, I said that yes. And now, yes, not a Monday, I'm Friday. If you change the year call, Mr. My Lord, I will say about my Lord, Mr. Edudzi, my Friday application say at the amount of time. It's a very year, clean answer, one to answer. No, to Edudzi. It's a Mr. Tamakloe. Today, the business for today is not your application. In any case, on the face of your application, it is just for Thursday. Which is the next agenda. So I will proceed with my case for Tuesday. Now, my Lord, I oblige. If you never Thursday, I can hear my middle television. If you're prosecution for filing affidavit in opposition to my application, I still not be which is Jandam. No, one of the principal states or whatever on the edicate the affidavit in opposition. And what was the
no, all the post and now a deponent to that application affidavit in position. Now on the grounds here,
not on the grounds, let me say. Idea media best to judge no. Constitution is facility. Now here are no facilities include disclosure. In any case, the Criminal Procedure Act no. The Criminal Procedure Act I refer Act 30 no. The idea say I distinguish between most of criminal trial trial on indictment and summary trial. But if a trial on indictment, they are murder, anytime you're now, you should give a summary of the evidence you have to the accused person. Now, because the client, they are facing trial summary, there is no such duty placed on the prosecution to furnish my client with any such disclosure. If you are here on my court house and if you Jamaica say the 1992 Constitution, the use of facilities in Article 19(2)(d) includes disclosures. It's an importation. I also call importing normal at the good Constitution. If you argue, I don't know to court. Incidentally, senior lawyer now, senior state attorney now, over opposing argument, one of the criminal procedure. You mammy again case.
Okay.
One of the man you mean the criminal procedure. Current DPP, and your mammy again case. Like jokingly, Edudzi, is that what we told you in class? That in summary trial, you can count for disclosures. And I say, look, the law you are relying on is the 1960 law. We are talking about the 1992 Constitution. We need to make progress. But they're coming. They hear me there. And it's easy now. My lawyers are situated that for. Okay, both sides want to look. In fact, me and my friend is inviting you to look at Article 132 of the 1992 Constitution. If you're not see arguments, look vis-a-vis the Supreme Court that to bring finality to the matter. And then its disclosures are the annual criminal matters.
Wow. Mind was it. You know the way. Say na wo kan efa sa legal vacation ne cases aye die ne ho ne men.
Well, I'm not me practice. Yeah, I have to. Unless you can not think that.
I see. Yeah, what the who make a crack.
You're not lawyer for longer time. Yeah, there you need him. But like I said, there is enough precedent. SSA. Many high-profile matters, warrants were given for the cases to be heard during the legal vacation. Quality gain is a classic one.
I see. And yeah, Mami Musa was Attorney General, so no, me what they call here to arrest the judgment to say Tamakloe said in Tamakloe no, wa withdraw na from the court. And she say Mami no is now a free person on them we say okofie akwa fa hodie mu eto say
yes I mean the court of appeal judgment no me no e wo fidie so ya digest advice say aye bibia wo ho no and I've made my position clear that the decision of the court of appeal is solid, the reasoning is rock solid. It is backed by facts. It is backed by the law on the specific offenses. I have no doubt at all in my mind. A very solid decision. I will rest my case.
My man was saying no pay.
Thank you, bro.
Lawyer Godfred need to Tamakloe and I can okay 1.7.
My never I say PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them. Yopo.